Hello everyone. It's been a while, but it's definitely good to talk to you all again. Where have I been? Well, that is the question, that's for sure. All throughout my time in high school, I progressively got busier with schoolwork and I had progressively less time to work on my channel. And I've recently started my senior year of college, and that I don't think it'll be any different because my freshman year of college in the past 4 weeks has already been busier than my senior year of high school, and I feel like it's just going to go up from there. I'm working to be an elementary school teacher, so eventually I'm going to have to do some internships, and it's just going to take up all my time practically. This is basically my job now. But let's backtrack a bit. I started my channel in the fall of my final year of middle school, back in 2014, and then I did have a lot of time. If you remember, I had my Legends of Chima series, I had my Bionicle series, I did a few Minecraft videos. There's one more too, why can't I remember? Well, I eventually got Star Wars then. Star Wars Rebels was the last series I started out of the initial batch. I had 1.4 series going at a time. Man, those were the days. I didn't finish all of them. I didn't bring them all out to their fullest potential, but I still made them and I still tried, and it was still a fun passion hobby for me, and I really enjoyed it. Pardon me, I've had a cold recently. Probably not the best time to be doing this video, but I finally have a small pocket of free time I can do it. But, you know, this past March, which was my final semester of high school, at the end of this past March up until like last month, I've just been in a funk. Like, a lot of stuff was changing for me. I was getting really nervous about it, and I just didn't feel like making videos, to be honest. I had no motivation to do it. It didn't excite me anymore at all. So that's why throughout the summer I hardly posted anything. The last video I posted, like main video of mine, was back in June, and that was just because I had that footage lying around and I was like, okay, I'm going to finish Dark Legacy episodes 9 and 10. But I just was not feeling it, and also over the summer I had a part-time job that I started, so that took up a lot of my time, which is fine. It was good work. I enjoy my job, but it took up a lot of my time. I'm not trying to complain. And then also, I redirected my efforts to a different project for the summer. I led a Bible study at my church based on the film Facing the Giants. Great movie, by the way, check it out. And I developed the lessons and I led them myself. But that left me really no time at all to work on videos. And honestly, I was okay with that. I didn't really want to. I didn't feel motivated or any sort of passion about it. And I don't want this to be like work. It's a hobby. That's what it's meant to be, as a hobby. It's for fun. So in the past 5 weeks, maybe 6, depending on when I get this out, I've been starting my freshman year of college. And like I said, that's been really busy for me. It takes up almost all of my time now. It's like my job, because a college schedule is more complex than a high school schedule. It's not just all your classes straight through. I have space in between them, but I just bumped something on my shelf. But I don't really have access to all of my sets or my filming equipment, so I don't have the resources, which the main resource is time, but I don't have access to all the stuff to make videos regularly now. And all of this sounds pretty pessimistic. That's not exactly what I'm going for. I just figured I need to start off with that. We can get the negative out of the way. So, what am I going to do with this channel going forward? Because I'm kind of out of my funk now. I have been feeling excited about making videos again. I do want to make more stop motion videos. I do want to make more cool things, tell more stories. I want to do that. Now I do. So how am I going to find time? How am I going to keep this channel going now that I'm in college and moving on to the next part of my life? I'll come back to that question. Before I do that, I want to discuss the recent YouTube policy changes that have come up in the last week or so. For those of you who don't know, what YouTube is doing is they're taking any video that could be identified as child content and they're disabling comments on those videos and also notifications on those videos. So if you were subscribed to me, you click the bell, you wouldn't get a notification of my video coming out. You'd have to check your subscriptions feed, or you'd have to go to my channel manually. And that's how it's going to be for other channels who make child content. They also are going to start treating any account watching a child video as a child account, even if, well, despite the age of the account. The reason I'm bringing this up is because my channel would most certainly be hit with this, because part of their criteria for what is children's content is, I think this is verbatim, play acting with toys, and that's exactly what I do. I make Lego stop motion videos and I voice act with them and I write out a story and everything, but it's Legos. These are toys for children, essentially. So that's what YouTube is going to classify my videos as. And I don't mean any disrespect with this. I'm not trying to complain here. I'm not trying to get everyone upset. I'm not trying to be like, oh, we gotta do something, we gotta make a change. No, I'm not interested in doing that. I don't like that this is happening, but I have my sights on bigger things in my life now. I'm not going to let this get to me. I don't agree with it, but I accept it. And I don't want to disrespect YouTube, because clearly they're doing this because they think it's right. I disagree with it, or we can all disagree with it, but at the end of the day, it's what they're doing, and they think it's right, and there's nothing any of us can really do about it. Maybe there's a way around it. Maybe what I could do is I could post my videos on another site like Vimeo as well as YouTube, or I could, I don't know, if I'm able to do this, maybe I could link to a Google Doc on each of my videos and be like, hey, did you like the video? Yes or no, like make a survey, or a Google survey. It could be like, did you like the video, yes or no, or leave a comment here, what did you think of it, for those who are willing to. Because comments are like, I love reading comments. I love reading the comments that say, hey, you did a great job, or hey, maybe you can improve with this. I love both of those. I just love the positive reinforcement I get from reading comments on my videos. It means so much to me. Like, I can go back and look through comments on old videos I made, and it's awesome. It's such a great feeling. It really is. And the fact that going forward, my videos won't have a comment section, it's really, really upsetting. I don't like that at all. But that's neither here nor there. It's happening. There's nothing I can do about it. So the most I can do is push forward, have a good attitude about it. So I'm just letting you know about that. But I don't make videos for the comments. I never started making videos to get a bunch of comments. I started making videos because I want to. So just because YouTube is putting on these policy changes and it's 100% guaranteed going to affect my channel, I'm not going to stop because of that. Because I don't make videos for the comments or for the likes. I make videos for my own satisfaction and to do it. And the fact that other people like them and appreciate them is a bonus. I really, don't get me wrong, I appreciate, it means so much to me that people share their enthusiasm and say and give me compliments. That means so much to me. I'm not trying to discount any of that because it means the world to me. I really appreciate and respect it. But at the end of the day, that's not what my goal is. So I'm still gonna keep on keeping on in spite of these changes. Thank you to all of you who have left comments on my videos and who have just watched them. You mean the world to me. Thank you so much. I just want to get that out there because I really appreciate it. It really, I can go back and read comments that say, hey, great job, this is a great video, I love this series, and that will always put me in a bad, did I really just say that? I can go back and read comments on old videos And that will always put me in a good mood. It'll always cheer me up, get me out of a bad mood, I should have said. But I'm still going to keep going. So thank you to everyone who stuck around, and I hope you'll continue to stick around in my channel for what I have to come next. And that leads us into the answer to that question. What is coming next for my channel? Where is my channel going to go going forward? Well, I have to start off this with a little more negativity. I'm afraid that all of my currently ongoing series, LEGO Minecraft Adventures, Ninjago, Star Wars Dark Legacy, they are all being paused. I don't want to say they're canceled because maybe one day I can go back and finish them, but that's unlikely. So at the moment, they're essentially canceled, or no work will be done on them anymore. I kind of want to just give myself a clean slate to start fresh from here, because... And here I go. I'm going to list off a list of excuses, but I figure I want to get this all out there and be transparent. Ninjago. When I started it back in fall of so I started my Ninjago series a year ago, and I've gotten 5 episodes since. I'm going to be honest with you. That's probably my favorite series I've done. I didn't finish it, but it's my favorite series that I've made in the little I made of it. I just really love the writing, the story I made for it, and the animation. That's like my best work. It's like I've peaked there. That's my most recent work, so that's representative of what I can do. And I really liked it. I really enjoyed making the series, and I just like it. I love the writing, the dialogue, everything about it. It's great. So why am I ending it? Well, I kind of wrote myself into a hole with that whole Cole subplot in episode 5, where he goes to the city to get a power drive or whatever. It's wholly unnecessary. The only reason I did that is because I thought it would make for a cool scene, but it turned out into something way too complex, and now I simply just can't do it. It'd be way too much to film. It's too ambitious. So it's not that I want to necessarily cancel my Ninjago series, but the story I wanted to tell with it became far more expansive than I originally planned, and I just don't have the time to invest in doing that. I just can't guarantee it even get finished, so I feel like I might as well just end it now. I'm proud of those first 5 episodes. I'm just going to discontinue it now. I'm really sorry. I know you guys liked it a lot. I did too, but I feel like this is what's best because, like I said, it was probably going to go like 14 episodes in season 1, and then I'd probably have more after that, and it's too much. I can't do it. For Dark Legacy, I just don't like where the story's going. I'm going to be honest with you. I did not write a script for most of Dark Legacy season 1. I just looked at all my Force Awakens Last Jedi sets, and I was like, I keep doing that. I want to film a series with them. I had the idea for Dark Legacy ever since The Force Awakens came out. I was like, okay, I'd use some of the characters from my Star Wars Rebels series, like Mia, and she'd have a son named Zach. But everything else I did not plan at all, not really. And I don't know, I liked that series, I liked making it, but the writing isn't very good. I don't have plans for any of the characters. I did not plan the story at all, so there's nowhere for the story to go. Like, I've been trying to write season 2, but at this point, no matter what I try to do with season 2, it's just way too complex, way too confusing, way too much lore and stuff to keep up of that no one, unless like you're a diehard fan of mine who's watched like every video I've made all in my Star Wars universe, you just wouldn't understand what's going on. And like I said, since it's a weak foundation on season 1 where I basically didn't plan any of the writing, I just did whatever I wanted to with it, I just improvised the whole way through, there's just really nowhere to take the story now that would be satisfying or even good, honestly. At least I can't think of one. That came down to the whole... what I did with season 1 was I just want to film and do this for fun, to get enjoyment. I don't want to sit down, put in the work, put in the effort to plan it out. And I can understand the appeal of doing that, but with something like this, if I really want to be proud of it, I've learned I gotta put in the legwork. I have to. That's just the way to make it the best it can be, and I want to do that from now on. But in order to do that, I'm kind of going to have to cut ties with some other stuff I've been working on. And then last comes to Minecraft. Minecraft's a funny case. I wrote Season 2 last summer 2018. I finished writing Season 2, and I finished filming it back in June. So I have all the episodes filmed, but I'm not going to edit them. Like, all 6 episodes of Season 2 are filmed, but I'm not going to edit them because by the time I could get them to come out, they're not as good quality as far as animation goes and like crisp animation as my older videos, because I started filming them. I wanted to film it all in advance. It's not like most series I do. I film 1 episode at a time. I do all of episode 5, write, shoot, edit it, and then post that. That's what I did for my Chima series. But then with Minecraft, I wanted to do it differently. Since it was a mini-series, only 6 episodes, I was like, okay, I'll just film the whole thing at once and release them like weekly. That'll make me seem more legit. That's what I wanted to do with Season 1, but that did not work out at all. But by this point, the animation, and like, I've gotten better with my animation, like, from working on Ninjago. All of Ninjago is more recent than pretty much all of Minecraft, and that will show. I can guarantee that in the footage. The footage won't look horrible, but I know it's not going to look crisp or clean in any way. It's going to look a little choppy. So I feel like I'd rather just move on and just stop the project, because ultimately that would be another case where I had plans to do like a finale movie for Minecraft after Season 2. But that's just, I can't commit to that. It's too many long-term goals. By having all these series going on at once, I became too ambitious. I planned too far ahead. I had all these stories I wanted to do for that. And that's not necessarily a bad thing. That's just me being creative, using my imagination, having fun with this, which is what I'm supposed to do. But feasibly, I just can't do it. I'm one person doing all this, and my main priority is my school and my education now. So I can't commit to all that. So for all those reasons listed there, all of my currently ongoing series are essentially canceled. And I'm sorry to say that, but I feel like that's what's best. At least for me, it's what's best. It's not what's best in general, but for me, that's what I need to do. So now that I've gotten that out of the way, what will be my next project? Because what I want to do now, I don't want to work on multiple series at once. I don't want to film a bunch. I don't want to have to work on multiple series at once. I don't even want to make a whole series, because I could just pick one. I could pick Ninjago, which is the one I'm most proud of, and go forward with that. But the story is just too expansive. It's too much. So I kind of want to keep my sights small now. I want to focus on one project at a time, whether it be a 4 to 6 episode mini series, but that's the only one I work on, unlike the case of Minecraft. Or whether it be a stop motion movie or something like that. I just want to focus on, my hair is being weird, I just want to focus on one at a time from now on, because that's the most I can commit to, I think. So, I'm going to take this time to announce my next series. My next series is going to be another Star Wars series, but it is not going to be connected to Star Wars Rebels or Star Wars Dark Legacy. You can say it takes place in the same universe, and I'm not saying there won't be references to the other series, but it's going to be its own thing. For a while, recently, when I have been writing, because all I've been doing as far as video work over the summer a few times, and recently, is writing scripts or writing up story treatments, or just throwing out ideas at a dartboard, seeing what sticks, you know? I didn't get that expression right. Anyway, I tried writing Dark Legacy Season 2 because I was feeling inspired to write some Star Wars stories, but that one's too complex, and I'm just not happy with it. And I can't find a way to take the story that would be satisfying for anyone, myself or any of the viewers. But I came up with another idea for a Star Wars series to do. And what it is going to be my take on Inferno Squad from Battlefront 2. Now, I've never played Battlefront 2. I haven't even watched the story cutscenes. I know like the general idea of what happens in the story, but I think the idea of Inferno Squad, an elite Imperial Commando unit essentially, I think that's cool, and I want to tell a story about that. I got the Inferno Squad battle pack pretty recently, so I got all the figures I can use. And I want to make a series on that. It might be a series of movies, it might be a mini-series with a few episodes per season, but I want to do something with that, and I have a good story for it. This one I have planned, and I believe I have a solid premise and a unique and honestly kind of cool story. It's going to be from the perspective of the Empire. The Empire are essentially going to be the protagonists. Iden Versio is the main character as usual, and I know that doesn't sound very original, but I believe I have a nuanced take with it. But if I told you why, that'd be a spoiler. Now, of course, I'll give out more information about this series coming up. It's going to be called Star Wars Inferno, and I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to making it. My plan is I have the story treatment ready, but stories are fluctuating and scripts are fluctuating. They go through multiple drafts. I don't usually do that, but I really want to put in the effort and time to make this a really solid series or product. I really want to do that. So I'm going to spend the rest of this semester finishing the script, and maybe next semester it'll take me to finish the script. Okay, to finish the script. But I really want to get it right. I really want to make it something that I can be proud of and that other people can watch. That, like, I could show my family, for example, who may not necessarily like Star Wars or Legos, and they can sit down and watch it and really appreciate it. Maybe I'm getting too ambitious again, but I have more of a plan this time, and I really want to make this something special. So my plan is I'm going to spend as much time as I need getting the script right. I might start filming a bit next semester, but I imagine the majority of my filming and editing is going to be next summer. By then I'll still have my part-time job, but I can make doing this series, Star Wars Inferno, my main project for the summer. And like I said, this might end up being a movie instead. It probably will be, but whatever format it takes, I really want to make it good. And I hope you all can get behind that. I'm sorry for what I'm leaving behind, but I feel excited to make this, and that's why I'm making these videos, is because this is what I'm passionate about. This is what I want to do. So I hope you'll join me, and I hope you'll stick around because I'm looking forward to the future. It'll be different. I have to leave some stuff behind, but ultimately, I am optimistic about it. So that's all I got. Thank you all so much for watching. I really appreciate that, and I really appreciate, just like I said, your constant support over the years, even when I felt overwhelmed with school and everything, because when I started this channel, this was all I wanted to do. I was like, man, this will be my extracurricular. I got this. Who needs school? No, I always did my schoolwork, but I didn't always want to, because I rather would have done this. And it's taken me a lot of self-discipline to kind of go against that and change and be like, okay, I gotta focus on school. So I'm just glad I can continue making these videos to some degree. And like I said, I'm looking forward to it. So I hope you all will join me. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. Thank you for all you've done. Your support means the world to me. Have a good night.